now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me, as always, is Carlos and Matt.
Howdy doody.
And Pete.
Yep, the new
and you
host.
guys are all in different orders, and, well, you could say the new host, but this is episode 168, take 2, because some motherfuckers screwed it up last week.
Yeah, it was all stuttering and shit. Like, me and Pete recorded a full episode, and then just it fell apart.
Well, and this week they've gotten rid of their speech impediments, so we should be able to do this.
Yeah, I think it was
fine.
us the whole time.
Oh, yeah, we just non-stop stuttering the whole time.
We made fun of Casey a little.
Yeah, we did.
So maybe that's why it didn't go up.
That's probably it. The podcast gods were looking out for
It's
me.
certainly not the fact that that Apple computer over there is on all the time, non-stop.
Yeah, it's an Apple. It's fine.
It just
They're
doesn't
supposed to
work
never
when you
break.
touch it.
Yeah, it works
I see.
just fine for everybody else.
I see how it is.
And occasionally it fucks up when I do it, but we don't talk about that. You may notice if you're watching live at youtube.com/blindnewstudios that we only have one camera this week. That is because right after the show, we are getting set up for our first live stream of BNS plays, and this month, I guess, we are playing Crash Bandicoot Warped while drinking Aku Aku Punch, which will be delightful.
Aku Aku Punch.
Aku Aku Punch.
Sounds like a headache. in a
Bippity
glass.
boppity pudding a poppity.
It's nowhere near as sweet as the last punch that we made.
Oh,
So-
thank God, because Thursday was my mojito day, and that was way too much sugar.
Yes. All right. So before we get too deep into this, I want to give a shout out to our patrons, specifically our black belt patron, or I guess our Zach belt patron, Zach Zablosky. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/blindnewstudios. You can follow us, or you can find the link on our homepage at blindninjastudios.com. All right. So Carlos, how has your week off been?
It's been fun. Not long enough. Like, it's already running down. Like, only a couple days left, and then it'll be back to the grind. But it's been fun. But as I was saying, like, Thursday was my mojito day, the hottest day of the whole week. I decided to push it from Monday to Thursday,
Monday to Thursday?
and it was it turns out that it's kind of not exhausting, but like I got pretty sweaty because we don't have AC in our kitchen. So I'm like trying to juice all these limes. I have like fucking like 16 limes I'm trying to juice. So it's just
Juicing.
hot and everything. We don't have a juicer. We just have that little tool. So I'm just trying to squeeze as much juice as I can out.
You could have done it in the living room where there's air conditioning.
He didn't turn on the air conditioner in the living room.
And it takes hours to get anything. even
No,
over
you
days.
sit next to the little air conditioning and it's fine.
No.
Like, it cools it down pretty much immediately.
I'm not gonna fucking use that.
It doesn't
AC
take
in it.
hours to cool down the area.
It does there's no enclosed space there, so
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't make it frigid like your bedroom.
yeah, it's nice.
Your bedroom's at like 40 degrees. There's
You could have
icicles
juiced from your
growing.
bedroom.
40 degrees.
It's like 50, 52 tops, or at
Tops?
lowest.
It only gets up to 52 in there. It's too hot. Too damn hot.
Yeah, but when I made it, I ended up I had so many limes, and I ended up having just enough rum that I could double my recipe. So I did that, and like I ended up with like a cup and a half of sugar, because that's what the recipe said. It really did not need.
Yeah,
that
no,
sugar.
you didn't need not that. Yeah.
That's a terrible recipe.
So next time, what are you gonna do? Yeah, add a little
Use-
bit of sugar and taste it.
Yeah, maybe I might do that. Well, the way it actually directions like said like, oh yeah, just mix everything and then you add the like all the non-alcohol and calypso stuff and mix all that up first. So that's what I did.
Okay.
So I was following the recipe.
Well, you wouldn't have to do that if it was just alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know why you just didn't just do a bottle of rum straight.
I don't
Just
think
chug
so.
that.
Pour that into a pitcher.
I'm pretty sure my headache the next day was not from the booze, although there was a bunch of it, so much as from just the sheer amount of sugar I ate.
I got home that night and you were pretty hammered. Like, I think you were on the last mojito.
Yeah, I was on like the last one or two. Oh yeah, I was definitely drunk. I'm not saying I didn't get drunk from that, because it took like an hour to make all that, get all set up together, and basically, it took me quite a few hours to drink. It was like, damn, I'm drinking like I'm losing my whole evening trying to drinking at this instead of like getting anything accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was all right.
All right.
You're on vacation.
Matt, what have you been up to since the last time you've been on the show? Because I have no idea.
Nothing this past week, but before that, I was in Portland with you.
Woo, Portland. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of food, a lot of beer, a lot of walking. We got to see the coast.
Ooh.
Got to play some pinball.
Got to play some pinball.
Yeah, the barcades, I guess is what they're called, were amazing.
Amazing.
We need one around here right away.
Barcade.
Barcade.
Please.
Basically, for those of you who don't know, it's an arcade, classic arcade with pinball and old arcade cabinets that serves alcohol. And we had vodka surges,
Yeah. That was cool.
which
Oh,
was
dude,
awesome.
vodka surge is where it's at.
Yeah, vodka surge is great.
It does mask the vodka like perfectly.
Yeah, it went down really well.
Mhm.
A little too well.
Well, I sipped mine. You downed yours.
Yeah, I don't see
Because
the
it was so
problem.
good.
It was delicious. It only cost like $8.
Well, only $8. Only $8. But oh yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. We had to wait in line in order to get in.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like we were waiting for a club,
But it was.
except the line was full
not
of
a club.
nerds.
Did anybody have anybody have one of those quarter pouches on their belt or something?
No, I didn't see any quarter dispensers,
that would have been cool.
but that would have been awesome.
The change machine in the upstairs had a picture of David Bowie on it and said "change machine."
Man, what we did? We saw this awesome dive bar in
Oh, Yam Hill.
Yam Hill.
Yam Hill was cool.
Yeah,
It was like Emma's only dirty.
we saw a dead body. Well,
Dirty.
we
Well, we
saw
didn't
we
see
saw
the
an
dead
implied
body.
dead body.
Yes, we saw implied dead body.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
We were walking on a bridge, and we looked down, and there was a bunch of cops and paramedics fishing something out of a river, and they had a stretcher. That is an implied dead
Maybe
body.
they
I think that's
found that
implied.
body with Pokemon Go.
And then I went searching for the news segments and stuff on the phone the next day. Nothing was on there. No. Must happen so often they don't even report it.
No, some higher up government agents came in there and just swept up the.
It was
body
probably
with
an
them.
alien.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
We also went through a submarine. That was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of on a whim.
Tight quarters.
You
I'm
know?
watching the live stream. It's like a 20-second delay, so I'm like, and then I look at it, wait for it to happen, and then it's really amusing.
It's about you.
There it goes.
Yeah, I remember going on a submarine when we went to California before.
Yep.
And yeah, that was pretty cool. I was actually surprised. I was expecting it to be even more cramped than it was, though.
Yeah. This was our tour guide for this one was really into it.
Yeah,
he was
way
awesome.
cool.
He was one of the best tour guides I've had.
I think
through
the worst
a
part
trip.
about having to be on that sub would be the fact if you were a crew member and you'd have to share your bed with 3 other people basically, or 2 other people
which
or
is
something.
pretty
That's
gross.
awesome.
Yeah, and that's why they're like rubbery, so they can just go rinse them off.
And they've been at sea for a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, I guess if it gets like really hot in there, then
Yeah, 'cause
rinse
it-
me down.
You just sleep in shifts then, so somebody else will be in your bunk, and then all you have is a little compartment underneath the bunk, and that's for everything. And you have one outfit.
And if it gets really hot, like if it's like 95 degrees in there or
Ugh.
more, like then you're
And
just
nobody nobody showers.
Yep, nobody showers. There's one shower for the entire crew.
Is it in the captain's room for only him?
No, there's one in the.
No, there was 2 there.
Was there 2 down there?
Yeah, there was one they had a dummy in one,
Oh.
and then there was an open stall.
Did they show the captain's room?
Yeah, you walk into the officers area, and then
And they had a lot more space.
yeah, they had like all the space.
And the crews had none.
So it'd be way better to be a captain aboard one of those.
Well, of course, it's always better to be an officer. Always.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Portland was a lot of fun. If you haven't gone and you like food, beer, or just kind of meandering around, I recommend it. It's a ridiculously safe city. Yeah.
I feel safer walking around there than downtown River Falls.
Yeah.
I do, really. I hear about all the people getting jumped around here because I'm a bartender here. I'm like, shit. Well. Oh, and then that one Mexican restaurant we ate at that shared its bathroom was a strip club. That was funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't warned about that one, and I walked to go to the bathroom. Ray's like, "Yeah, it's through that door back there." And all of a
And
sudden,
as,
there's
soon
tits!
as soon as you left, Ray was like, "That goes into the strip club."
there's literally, it's a wide open area, and there's the stage up there, and I'm like, "Whoa, tits!" And then go pee.
Boobies.
We saw boobies.
We saw boobies.
Congratulations, you guys.
It was pretty great. Then Matt was throwing my dollars at the stripper.
Oh, well, that's the
That's why he enjoyed it so much.
hell yeah.
I only have $17.
I can't afford it, but I want it.
Highlight of the night, right there.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, onward, Pete.
Pete, what have you been up to?
Oh, played D&D Friday.
Yeah. We played on Saturday.
Saturday. I didn't do shit Friday, turns out. And now today we played Frisbee golf.
Yeah, we played a lot of Frisbee golf today.
Yeah, we went to Brecky and Arcoa. And
Brecky
then-
was awesome.
Then Hoffman again.
Brecky was a lot of fun.
Did you lose another frisbee?
No. It's not.
There were some close calls, but nope, we got them all.
That one, it'd be hard to lose it on, I think. There's
Yeah.
not really a lot of great spots to lose a disc.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see. I've been up to the whole Portland thing. Our flight got delayed for 3 hours when we were leaving. And so we saw a lot more of Terminal 1 at MSP than I ever needed to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we caught a lot of Pokemon.
Felt a lot
So-
smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah. But when you're stuck anywhere for 3 hours, you're like,
True.
this is not.
Dude, it's like
Great.
that movie with Tom Hanks, The Terminal,
Yeah.
That's a
Terminal.
good one. I
That's a
like
good
that
movie.
one.
except it was only 2 hours.
Yeah, instead
That's,
of
that's
like
the one
2
where he has
years or
AIDS,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
What?
And, well, he has it in all of them.
And he has the volleyball that he talks to.
Did you say he has AIDS and a volleyball?
But he's actually a little kid who magically grew up.
Spalding.
Are you just
kidding?
making them all together? Wait, which one does he have AIDS in?
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that one. I was like, Jenny has AIDS in Forrest Gump.
Also, doesn't he have like a dog as his partner?
Turner and Hooch?
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I like that one. Except the end is very sad.
Does the dog die?
Poor Hooch. Yeah, he gets shot in the line of duty.
But does it die?
I think so.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a happy movie. There's no way that
No,
dog
I'm pretty
dies.
sure Hooch dies at the end.
Because all the covers are like.
Well, I mean, even at like the dog is dead by now.
Oh, absolutely. All those dogs you saw in movies growing up, they're all fucking dead.
What? Yeah, Hooch dies.
Oh yeah, that's a surprise.
Yep. When the drug kingpin is cornered, Hooch takes a bullet for his human buddy and dies despite Emily's best efforts. But Camille has puppies, one of whom looks and acts exactly like Hooch. So he gets a replacement Hooch
Right away.
right away.
Wow, that
No mourning period.
doesn't let it sink in at all.
Kind of an asshole, Tom Hanks. I take that back, Tom Hanks. You're a beautiful man. If you ever want to be on the podcast, please.
Yeah.
Or just be a friend. Maybe my friend Tom
He's
Hanks.
probably watching right now. There's like 3 people watching.
Yeah.
They're probably just
Is one
looking
of
at how
you?
stupid I look.
Wait, is one of them just you on your phone?
You know, he has 3 phones over there, and he's just like,
I see.
I'm probably one of the 3 people.
all right. Let's get to this beer. So let me get this opened and around here quick. Oh no.
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
you broke it.
Is it not open properly? Oh no.
Well, we have some Soul Hunter here.
Change of plans.
There you go. Just hit it. Oh, I was just gonna say hit it really hard.
Finger beer.
Oh, get your fingers in it.
Just don't cut your finger on the inside of it.
I poured that very poorly.
That sounds like something I've done before.
Very poorly.
I had to have cut my finger on the inside of a can.
So this is a beer that was sent to us by a listener for Homebrew Bound. Unfortunately, we're a bit behind on recording Homebrew Bound, and this is a hoppy beer, so I wanted to make sure that we tried it before the hops started to fade. This is another Manor Hill beer.
You were about to pour it in your water bottle.
That
Good thing the lid's on.
I have never done anything like that.
Yeah, you didn't do that. Yes.
No, not at all. I didn't.
Anyway, This is Hidden Hop Yard Volume 3 from Manor Hill Brewing. The last one we had on here, Citrus Splendor, everyone universally liked. So, or not. Well, yeah, I don't know. It was
I want
universally loved.
volume 1 and 2.
Well, we don't have Volume 1 and 2.
Damn it.
We have Volume 3. So I'm very excited to try this beer. They are in Maryland, and Nikki B was the one who sent us this beer. So thank you again, Nikki. It's an American IPA, 6.5%. Here's what they have to say about the Hop Yard series. They don't have anything about this specific beer. Hops are an essential part of craft beer's evolution in this rapidly growing industry. Aside from just adding bitterness, hops provide beer with a wide range of aromatics and flavors, from tangerine peel and freshly cut grass to herbs and stone fruit. Hops are a truly magnificent flower. Our Hidden Hop Yard series was created to showcase all of these unique characteristics on an exclusive small batch scale.
Wait, hops are a flower?
Yeah.
I figured they were just like a cone thingy,
Yeah.
like a pine cone.
No.
Because pine cones
They're
aren't
the flower of the hop vine.
really, but they look like pine cones, except smaller and more fleshy. Yeah, so they're not really
Okay,
I don't
sure,
like
Carlos,
flowers.
fine. They're pine cones.
All right, there we go. That's all I needed.
Con.
I mean, you're wrong, but
A beepity boppity.
Putting a poppity.
Yeah, it doesn't. I
Those
don't
little
think that the
gardenia
hops
pudding
has
pops.
gone bad yet.
mm-mm.
Well, gardenia put pop.
It's got nice, subtle hop smell to it. It's not like overpowering your nose. It's got a nice taste to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to add. Were you? I didn't. I was wondering, like, is it?
Where you kind of just trailed off.
Well, like every time I said something, like there was nobody else talking. It's like, oh, are we already?
We
on
were
this
listening
part?
intently.
Oh, we're not moving on, or like we're not in the middle of something that I just broke in talking about the beer.
Yeah, it's good. It tastes, I don't know, a little sour to me for some reason, or sweet, something.
I'm watching myself go like this.
Do you taste that? It's like
Mhm.
on the back of your mouth, kind of
Yeah, there's
like a
something.
tartness.
There's something there.
It's good though.
Mhm.
I like it. Very hoppy on the nose.
Pete,
Well, the blend of flavors here really goes well
with watching
with
yourself.
the with the live feed. Feels like the hops are down a little bit, but they're still there. Smells yeasty when I smell it.
Does it?
Mhm.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's kind of thick stuff too. It kind of looks like orange juice.
Yeah, it has that East Coast or New England style IPA quality with a lot of yeast character
Mhm.
and
It's good though. It goes down real good, real easy.
the nose may have faded a little bit, but if it did, brand new, this beer had to be just explosive.
Yeah. Just juicy.
I get some mango and maybe some other tropical fruit notes. But yeah, it's a good body, good mouthfeel. Yeasty. I really like this beer.
It's good. I want one and two.
Not too bitter, which is great. Has just enough bitterness to let you know that you're drinking a 6.5% IPA. But it doesn't linger too long. Carlos, rating.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8, actually.
Solid 8.
Yeah,
All
it's a very good one to drink, actually. So
7.56.
You just had to be that asshole.
Yep.
Out of 10, 7.283.
Ha ha!
You
So
jerks.
basically, 7.3.
No, but a little under.
A little better,
Um,
though.
0.013.
Yeah, I'll give this one a 7.5. I wish we had popped the can a couple
A
weeks
month
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 months.
Yeah,
old.
it's almost 2 months old. And that's my fault. But it held up well for 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm pretty impressed. All right, what is next?
I could play a song.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
Yeah, that's him.
So apparently Carlos has the original banjos.
Yeah.
And he won't give them to me. So I can
That's
destroy
not
them.
how that played out at all.
You have banjos in
You
your room?
refuse to play them ever again.
You need to give them to me.
You did not lose them.
Where are the
I
original
don't know
banjos?
where they are.
Like a copy of it,
I don't know where
or
the
like
banjos are. Where are the original
have him
banjos?
Get rid of it. And give it
He should just give me a
Give us the
copy of it.
banjos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
I
give
can
him a
give you a copy of it. You could have said something about that. Actually. So
I did when we were talking about
Like you
it.
will remove it from your computer and give it to me.
Yeah, that's what it sounded more like. Came across more of just remove it from your computer.
Yeah,
I don't know where the
and
banjos
give it to
are.
me. A Pokemon Go player who was trying to catch them all ended up getting caught by police. William Wilcox was arrested Thursday morning for an outstanding arrest warrant after police in Milford, Michigan saw him playing Pokemon Go outside of the police station, which is also a Pokemon gym.
He is definitely not paying attention to that one.
He made our job much easier for us that day, Milford Police Chief Thomas Lindbergh told Fox. Officers said the 24-year-old Wilcox was in pajama pants standing near a flagpole when they recognized him thanks to a rap sheet that included a 2014 conviction for receiving stolen property. Officials checked records and discovered Wilcox was wanted on a misdemeanor warrant for a failure to appear on a breaking and entering charge. Wilcox was taken into custody without incident right when he was trying to catch the character at the flagpole. He either forgot that he had a warrant out for his arrest or was just ignoring it, thinking nothing will happen, Lindbergh said. I think he was more upset that he had to stop playing the game. Wilcox was released on his own recognizance and is probably playing Pokemon Go until his next court date later this month.
Did you hear about the guy that caught 142 and Marriott is sending him around the world to catch the rest of them?
What?
Yep.
Really?
He's the one. He came forward as the first one to almost catch them all.
Jesus.
It's on the USA Today and
But
NBC News and everything.
the legendary birds aren't out there anywhere yet.
I don't know. Marriott's sending them all over the world to go find the last of them.
Why would he tell him that? He wants to
Oh
go
yeah,
around
no,
the
no.
world
I
for
mean,
free.
I know, but why wouldn't they do their fucking research?
I don't know.
What dummies.
Because they're a hotel.
So they can't do research?
No, they're just a hotel.
I don't
man.
see your 142. Marriott could have sent you.
I only have 71.
I had like 30.
All right. 2 Canadian kids inadvertently crossed into the U.S. Thursday night while playing Pokemon Go on their cell phones, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The pair was spotted and apprehended by Border Patrol agents who quickly determined in the field that the juveniles were unaware of their surroundings, a Border Patrol statement said. They were detained near Sweetgrass, Montana, which borders the town of Coots in Canada's Alberta province. The Canadian siblings were reunited with their mother at a Border Patrol station, the statement said. Both juveniles were so captivated by their Pokemon Go games, they lost track of where they were.
Well, also the Canadian border is pretty fucked because it's like whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Well, that's no excuse. I'm pretty sure it's just a cover for Canada invading us.
Oh, okay.
They're probing us, and then if you guys get caught, just say you were playing Pokemon.
So if they had a passport, though, it would have all been fine.
No, I think it's because
No,
they're
you
so young.
still have to go through border
Custom.
Well,
customs.
wait, were they walking across the border?
Yeah,
or
no,
what?
they just walked across.
Well, there's
okay.
some cities along the border that like share with United States and Canada. Like you can drive down the road and you'll be in either one.
That sounds like a bad way to do things.
Well, it's Canada and the USA. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but
Like
still.
we're basically the same place.
But there it's not a big deal, but other places it's a big deal.
Yeah.
The Canada America border.
I feel like we need to build a Canada wall. Keep out those darn Canadian kids.
Yeah, they're sending us their rapists and their drugs.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Fuck Canada.
A New Zealand man has quit his job to fully devote himself to hunting Pokemon. Tom Curry, age
Do we
24,
have all Pokemon news today?
just the first one, sorry, was working as a barista and bartender at a restaurant at the Hibiscus Coast when he was overcome by Pokemon Go mania. I had to have an adventure, Curry said. I've been working for 6 years and was desperate for a break, and Pokemon gave me the chance to live that dream. Curry plans to take a 2-month trip around New Zealand in his quest to catch all the creatures in the game. As of this week, he already has at least 90 of the 151 Pokemon. Luckily, his mother approves. Tom is a very spur-of-the-moment, independent kid. He always has been, Tanya Dobbs said. His Nana and I don't understand the game, but I remember him loving it in his childhood. I'm just glad he is out enjoying his life and seeing so much of New Zealand. I back him 100%. Of course, the ambitious Pokemon trainer is having fun with his 15 minutes of fame, but for him, there is nothing like the thrill of the chase. When you and your friends have to physically go for a walk or run to catch a rare Pokemon in the area, and you all catch it, that is definitely a highlight.
All those Pidgeys he must be catching.
Just so many fucking Pidgeys.
He better have like 50 extra battery packs too. Like, there's a lot of dead zones in New Zealand.
Never been.
I've never either, but I have a feeling like it's kind of like Australia where you kind
Do
of
you think? Do you think he'll tie his phone to a sheep and have it run around to get the eggs for it?
there
Yeah, while
you
he's
go.
sleeping. I would.
Most likely.
Two bulls that were on the loose in West Baltimore Friday morning have been captured. The pair escaped from the Old Line Custom Meat Company slaughterhouse on Pennsylvania Avenue just before 7 a.m. Videos and photographs posted on social media showed the duo standing on a grassy area close to an apartment complex. The bulls were contained within the area for about 2 hours while authorities plotted how best to capture them. After a few hours, the Baltimore Police Department tweeted that the bulls were now in custody and probably stakes.
But how?
Oh,
If they spent 2
stinks.
hours planning the whole trial to catch them, I mean, they must have had some massive Ocean's 11 plot to get them captured.
I'm pretty sure it was just, get her!
That's a terrible plan. 2 hours and that's all they get.
Japan's Funai Electric Company, or a company that claims to be the last manufacturer of video cassette recorders, VCRs, will manufacture its last VHS player this month. Funai, which manufactures the VCRs in China for Sanyo, says the decision comes after selling only 750,000 units last year, down from a peak of 15 million units per year. Jesus Christ, they sold 750,000 VCRs? Who the
That's still
fuck
a
is
lot.
buying these?
I don't know, man.
I've
Probably
never
like
heard of garage sales.
Right? Yeah, no, you could just have VCRs, I think.
yeah, I can't give that shit away.
The decreased production numbers have made parts costly and difficult to source, the company says.
Hmm.
Which makes sense because nobody fucking wants a VCR.
People buying them probably just trying to sell them again.
In our final story today, Supreme Chancellor Trump has officially become the Republican nominee for president. To accept this honor, Trump gave a 75-minute acceptance speech that was meant to both inspire and terrify voters.
Wait, did you say 75 minute?
75 minutes.
That's too many minutes of Trump.
That's a lot of minutes of Trump.
Did he have a top knot?
He did not have a top knot.
That's too long.
I don't think he's going to have a top knot.
Well, then he won't get my vote.
He did say that because Hillary got the Democratic nomination, that all of the Bernie supporters are now going to vote for him because he understands how things work.
Well, that's how it is for me. So he's right there.
If you can't feel the burn, you might as well feel the top knot Trump.
Yeah, feel the Trump.
Feel the Trump. All right. That leads us into our discussion topic for today. Games we played as kids. Because of the live stream today, and I've been, I hooked up the PlayStation for the first time in God knows how long and was playing through some old games that I played. I got to thinking about video games I enjoyed playing as a kid. Carlos, you want to start us off, or do you want me to?
Oh, I had a bunch of those classic Nintendo games, or that I played. I didn't own very many. I just ended up borrowing them. But like, I had a classic Nintendo I got as a kid, and then Super Mario Brothers, of course.
That's a classic.
Played a shit ton of that. Really bad at it still to this day.
Super
really bad.
Mario.
Yeah. Super
I played the arcade cabinet version.
How was it?
It was great, except it kept eating my quarters.
Because you weren't very good.
Yep.
I also on the old Nintendo, I also would play a bunch of Zelda. That was a fun game. If you ever got a chance to play that on the NES, it's a real treat. Going around trying to explore, trying to bomb and try to find secret areas, and it's pretty cool. I remember
That's a good
killing spiders, trying to get their money.
Well, the best part about that one is you could like accidentally wander into dungeons that you weren't ready for, that you didn't have the item that you needed
Oh, yeah.
in.
They're not like clearly labeled or anything.
No.
Especially if like at a time like I didn't have any access to internet at that point in time, so I have no idea. I had no way to figure out which way to go or
You had to go buy the strategy guide or the Nintendo Power.
how to find my way through the
Hmm.
maze besides just stumbling randomly through it. Oh, I was not going to be buying a Nintendo Power, but I did read a shit ton. I remember I would actually check those out in the library all the time.
You could check Nintendo Power out of the library?
My elementary school had them in the library.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I'd read a shit ton of Nintendo Power.
I think my school had like math blasters that you could rent or check out.
That sounds terrible.
Wait,
I'm
Math
sorry.
Bla- Wait, what? That was like the game where you were like the space dude?
Yep, and you had to get the problem right for him to do stuff.
Yeah.
Shitty game.
Made me learn.
Yep.
Not as good as, what was it, Math Munchers?
Well, Oregon Trail.
Number Munchers.
way better.
Number Munchers.
Number Munchers. That was the one where I had to eat the right number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a frog thingy.
Yeah.
That was a fun one, actually. As far as learning.
I think I remember.
I
that.
haven't thought about that game in
Yeah,
years.
once you said the frog, I was like,
yeah.
wait a minute. I think I remember that.
Yeah, but basically, that Game Boy Color games, that was actually as soon as I got money, I bought myself a Game Boy Color
Hell yeah.
and played. I got Pokemon was my first game because,
Because of
that was the big
course.
thing at the point, and Pokemon Red. Of course, I'm gonna get Pokemon Red.
Mhm.
There's a fucking dragon on the cover. So yeah,
Yeah.
and
Pokemon
then
Red was where
yeah.
it's at. Fuck Squirtle.
Fuck Squirtle?
Fuck Squirtle.
What about Blastoise?
Fuck Blastoise.
Well, this guy is full of shit.
And then I-
Charizard's where it's
And then I
at.
actually found a game
Pull.
that was,
The plug. All right, I get to watch it now.
and then one of the early games I bought with my for my Game Boy Color was a game that's better than Pokemon, Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Yeah, shit ton of monsters, and like you can like, it was, I don't know, it was just really cool. Like they had a really good system going for it. So
So wait, what is Dragon Warrior Monsters?
well, basically instead of like having 6 Pokemon and like Pokeballs, you'd have like a team of 3 that would just follow you around on the map.
Are you laughing at Pokeballs?
Just the way you said balls. Because you paused for a second.
I didn't realize that.
It's okay. Just made me laugh.
But yeah, and like you get into fights and beat like 3-on-3 fights, and
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Matt, what were your what games did you play as a kid?
We had a Sega, and
So you were one of those Sonic kids.
Yep. That's why I can't play Mario with you guys for the life of me, or Donkey Kong.
I can't platform. It's too slow.
I any kind of game where it deals with trying to jump into something or trying to land on something, yep, can't do it. But yeah, I played a lot of Sonic, and then me and my dad always played Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and
That's a good game.
it's a really good game. And then Earthworm Jim I played a lot of.
Yeah. Earthworm Jim.
Then I got a PlayStation 1. There's a lot of Twisted Metal on that. Some Lara Croft.
Twisted Metal. That was the one with the ice cream truck with
Yep.
the clown head.
Yep.
Yeah. all right.
Sweet Tooth. And Minion was the big one that you always had to fight in it. And I always had the backstories of each of the characters.
Then Axel was the dude
Axel.
with just the 2 big wheels, and then
Yep.
there's like a dude standing there.
Yep.
I always
And
played
then
that.
every
That
time
was
he like
cool.
jumped on the ground, I was like, Axel.
Anyways.
And then yeah, I'd always like to be Mr. Grimm on the motorcycle, but you always die so quickly because you have no like shielding or protection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also got a Game Boy Color, and what did I play? I've had Pokemon, but there's one I always played on there. I think it was like a Mario Variety Pack game or something, and I just remember one of the games on there where I just played for hours. It was like you had to jump up on these little things, and it was like the castle right here and the start right there. Levels change. I can't remember what it was called though. What else did I play? I had a PlayStation 2. I had an Xbox One at one point. There was a really cool game. I forgot what that one was called. I don't know. I have them all in my basement somewhere. SSX,
Tricky.
Tricky.
Okay.
And then there was also one.
1080 was 1080 was the one I
There
played.
was one I always played too, where like your body was a motorcycle and you had wheels on the front and wheels on the back. And you had to. Can't remember.
That sounds like a thing that
It was like Virtuosity or something, and it was really cool.
Ever play Cool Borders?
Oh yeah,
That game's fucking amazing.
and Tony Hawk.
Tony
Of course,
Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Hours
Skater.
lost to Tony.
I always
Hawk.
played Aggressive Inline too. That one was I was obsessed with that, especially the soundtrack.
Anybody ever play Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 2?
Yes.
You have to try.
They're all a blur.
Like one of
in
the
my
things that
head.
you could do was build a map, but the memory card never had enough blocks to make anything cool.
Not enough blocks.
Oh, memory cards.
Yeah.
I remember you guys
I
had
remember
the
that era.
Dreamcast, and I thought it was the coolest
Yes.
The
fucking thing ever.
Dreamcast was the coolest thing ever.
I was like,
Well,
discs? What is this madness?
Before that, it was Sega Saturn.
well, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking
you
of.
guys
The
had a
Saturn that
Saturn?
you had.
Yeah.
Saturn's, man. That was the
Yes.
first disc-based console, wasn't it?
No, there was one before that.
Oh, the CDI.
Yep.
Yep, that nobody talks about because that was just a failure of a console.
Yeah. For Sega Saturn, we played Dragon Force.
Was that the one that
Or,
you guys were always playing when I was over? There's something you guys were always playing. I can't remember. what it was,
Gauntlet.
though. That one I remember.
Gauntlet. What a great game.
Gauntlet Legends or something like that.
I only
That
played
was cool.
Dark Legacy. That was always a fun one.
Was that the one that we had on
Oh, I
Xbox?
played Golden
Yeah,
Axe all the
okay.
time on my Sega. Same
Panzer
with Streets
Dragon
of
or
Rage.
Panzer Dragoon or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Played the shit out of that.
I think.
And for Dreamcast, man. I think it was like a computer. It had so many peripherals. Like you get a keyboard and like a gun and like a glove and then like this side keyboard thing and then a mouse and shit with it.
Well, Dreamcast was the one.
It had an
where-
internet hookup too.
Oh, it had a modem.
Yep.
Shit.
Never used.
Dreamcast was the one
What is this
where
madness?
like the memory cards had little mini games on them, right?
Yeah, it was like a little fucking just like a tiny screen, like a digital watch almost.
Yeah.
With little pictures on it.
Yeah, so you could play games during load times
Yeah.
because load times were a thing. I guess they still technically are, but they're so much faster now.
Yeah.
Now you just have to install the game on your fucking your
Your
system,
console, yeah.
and it takes forever.
Dude, PC games. The first games I played was like Myst.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, yeah.
The load times
Yeah.
in Myst.
In this game called Amazon.
Never played
It was
that
like
We
so
always played-
gritty and dirty.
I think it was like
awesome.
Goblin or something. Goblin King or
Goblin?
something. It had a picture of like a goblin on the cover of the disc, and it was bright pink.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I found like a Doom knockoff called Nightmare 3D on my family computer. Like it was running DOS, and like it had Windows 3.1 on it, and then but you had to launch Windows 3.1 from DOS. And so like I was scrolling down the thing, like because there was just a bunch of programs on there because we got it from my grandpa, and like there's this knockoff of Doom, and you're just running around and like these poorly rendered monsters are jumping out at you, throwing like energy balls and shit.
Hell yeah.
It was great.
I actually managed to get I'm surprised as a kid I got my hands on a copy of Doom, but I got a copy of Ultimate Doom, like that has like all the chapters of Doom, and like had a really cool launcher, so like you could choose where you start and everything. And oh my god, I played a shit ton of Doom as a kid, and then way past even as a teenager, I played a bunch of Doom. That was just a
I
fun
never
game.
played much Doom. I'd go over to my buddy Corey's house though, and we would watch his brother play Doom and Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, because I was terrified
Oh yeah. These games are scary. man.
because FMVs are scary. Especially the opening one with the dog and shit. Like,
yeah. I might have pooped a little.
Just a little pooper.
And
And
then
then-
I never played any horror games as a kid.
Yep. I remember the first time I played Ocarina of Time. It was like we would rent it. We would rent it over the weekend, and like we bought a strategy guide, and so like we had to start over every time. So like we barely ever got past like becoming adult Link because we were terrible at the game. And so it would take us forever to get through like the Deku Tree, and Jabu Jabu's belly was just a nightmare. But
The water level.
well, that's the child water level, like not the infamous water temple.
All right.
We never made it past there when I was a kid, because you get to the water temple and you're just done. You're like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. Now I have to fight myself, and he's better than me. This is horseshit.
I was always terrible at GoldenEye. Still am.
I played the shit out of GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
But Smash Brothers. that's
Everybody
where it
else
was at.
played the shit out of GoldenEye, and I just sat back and was like, "This is dumb," which is why I also don't like MMOs to begin with. So
GoldenEye's not an
yeah,
MMO.
You mean
Well-
FPS?
whatever you call it, minus the online part, you know what I mean, where it's all you're fighting each other.
Oh yeah.
Split. Okay.
You got what I'm saying?
Now I do.
Yeah.
I was a little confused, but now I'm good.
Yeah, I can't. I just find him boring.
Your reason for not liking GoldenEye is way worse than my reason. My reason is that I'm bad at the game.
Well, I'm bad at it too, but I just don't find the fun in going around just killing each other in the game. Yeah.
Those are
Take
some
on
of my
all the
favorite
aggression that
games.
you have in real life.
And then the same with like Halo Online. I thought that was just pointless. I love playing the actual Halo game like cooperative, but when you're online playing it, I was just like, well, this is stupid.
We would have
Yeah.
Halo LAN parties in my
Oh,
parents'
yeah.
basement.
been to
with,
many of those.
We'd have
And
like
Gears of
16
War.
people over. And
Yeah, just be in the background eating and drinking Mountain Dew.
Oh
Yep,
no,
yep.
it was a blast though playing multiplayer Halo.
yeah, we'd be rocking out to Sandstorm and
Darude.
Numa.
Didn't we have like for some
Fucking
reason we had like a
Numa.
Christmas tree down there for some
Oh yeah, no, we had a Christmas tree and we decorated it with pizza boxes and pop
Now-
cans.
Yeah.
I have a picture. I think I posted a picture of it on the Facebook page a while back because it was a little ridiculous.
And
We
I
had a
remember-
monster can for the star on top.
I know every once in a while as like we're choosing teams, somebody like it would be like Todd would yell, Team Brown, and like what can Brown do for you? Because that was what UPS's deal was on the commercials.
Yep.
I didn't mind playing Counter Strike when we played it at I think it was Speedy's house. one
Oh
time.
yeah. Counter Strike is fun.
And I didn't mind Team Fortress either. I thought that was fun too.
Team Fortress is a blast.
I think it's because you're like teaming up. and
yeah,
actually going
yeah.
at
Well, and like LAN stuff like that is fun. We also played a lot of Black Hawk Down.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was, that was
that
another one that we'd play a lot of, and then Left 4 Dead.
Medal of
Oh, yeah,
Honor,
that was always
Allied
fun.
Assault,
Oh god.
Call of
Those-
Duty 2.
Medal of Honor.
that Delta Force Black Hawk Down was such a lot of fun was had with that.
Oh, it's such a stupidly great
It would
game.
just always end up being sniper battles, and it was just a blast. Like you're just looking for people.
Like you're waiting for like a pixel to move, and you're like, "That's them! That's them!"
I remember one of the coolest maps was the gigantic tower. Like it's just gigantic monstrous tower.
In the middle
everybody's-
of the desert.
Everybody starts at the. Everybody starts like half a kilometer away from the tower on opposite sides of the tower
Good luck.
and try to run to the tower. I've never been on that tower.
Well, because once you get on the tower, you just drop claymores to the bottom of it. So if anybody tried to climb up, they'd explode.
Like
And there was a rocket launcher at the top of the tower.
even like if my team took it, I would never be up there.
That was a lot of fun.
I didn't even know how to get up there because like they didn't even have like the button like because you would press buttons to choose where you spawn at.
Mhm.
It doesn't pop up for that one. I would actually run off in the middle of the desert as fast to the sideways at an angle as I could to try and snipe them as they're running toward the base. And it's hard because you shoot the bullet and like you can see the tracer going like arcing slowly, and you see these little dots moving across the desert, and like you miss by a lot, so you try to adjust and.
And they just hear thump, thump, as like the bullets are hitting around.
And then every once in a while, somebody just dies.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
we tried playing without tracers on once, and that was nobody could hit anybody.
Or the attack and defend ones; those are always a blast.
Yeah, the attack and defend ones.
like
are always
you're trying to defend it, like you don't realize that somebody placed the bombs, and like all of a sudden, like
fun.
they,
All of a
blow,
sudden you explode.
they all blow up. Like, oh, you lost. playing it like a sneaking game was pretty fun. Like
Yeah.
just trying to sneak around the whole everybody and try to get in there.
Mhm. Yeah, I know that game was a blast to play LAN.
Yeah.
But I think growing up, like the console I played the most was either the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo 64. Between those, because my dad got a Super Nintendo from work, like for some sort of like bonus thing, and so he brought it home, and we played the shit out of Mario for a while, and then Bonkers and Mickey Mouse's like Circus Caper were the games that we just we played the crap out of them.
In middle school, I got a place. That's when I got a PlayStation. So I had a bunch of. I picked up Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, and played those, and those were fun.
See, I played. I think I beat 7, and I played through most of 9, but I think those were the only 2 that I played. Japanese RPGs, like the turn-based thing, it's hard for me to get into
Mm-hmm.
unless it's Pokemon.
Yep.
Paper, rock, scissors.
There's too
for the
much
win right
reading in
there.
those Japanese games too.
I know, right? I just want to shoot stuff
Yep.
and make it explode.
Yeah, I just want to play beautiful Katamari all day,
Ooh,
every day.
yeah. Jam on it.
I don't know if I have anything more to say. Wow.
I remember when I got my
There you go.
Xbox, Jet Set Radio Future. Like it came with like Sega GT 2000 or something like that, some racing game.
Jet Set was the jet ski game, right?
No, it was
No.
the rollerblading game.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where you spray paint.
It's like Jet Moto was the other one.
Jetmo. Okay, that was the one I was thinking of.
And you have some jams going, some music playing at the same time, and it's a blast. Maybe I should do that tomorrow.
Did you ever play Parappa the Rappa?
Never
Oh
did.
Jesus Christ!
I never played it. Those games looked stupid. And that other game you were just talking, the Jet Set Radio, I don't know. Those games just, I was always like,
Parappa
no,
the
who would
Rappa.
play that?
That one was like you had to like match his rhythm with the buttons, and it was like an early version of DDR.
Yeah.
Where they figured that we can sell you just a shit ton of peripherals. Speaking of peripherals, goddamn Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep.
We-
That's
Not as
all
bad
right.
as Rock Band. That stuff took up space in our closet for years
Yeah,
and years and years.
but like there were so many like Guitar Hero games, and then like there'd be like Guitar Hero parties that we'd go to where everyone's just playing Guitar Hero,
yeah.
That was fun.
and I was always shitty at it, so I didn't like it.
See, I ended up at parties where people were playing that, but people were also partying and getting drunk.
Yeah.
Not underage.
Do you remember the FAFS party?
Yeah, like
that was the
kind of
first
party.
rock band when I got to play it, and I was like, oh, I can sing a David Bowie song?
Yeah.
See, we
I
did
was
not
pretty
drink in high
drunk.
school because we were boring.
Well, it's all
Well,
coming together now.
we would
huh?
probably be drinking. Probably would just be drinking Budweiser or some shit like that, though.
Yep,
Keystone
Well, yeah.
Light.
Keystone,
because it's all you can afford in high school.
Budweiser.
Well, why wouldn't you buy a 30 rack for $12?
Why wouldn't you?
Because we were too busy spending all of our money on paintballs
Pizza and Mountain Dew.
and pizza and Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I used to paint. Yeah. Another time.
Paintball was fucking expensive.
Yeah.
God
Yeah, it
damn.
was.
I still know how I paid for half of the shit that I did.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably was cheaper back then.
Well, yeah, but like I had such a shitty job and didn't make any money.
I kind of wish that I didn't do that as a teenager, played any paintball, because I'd have had. a
Well,
lot
there
more
was
money at
no
the time.
rent
right?
or
Yeah,
car payments.
no actual
or
bills, which was nice. Which was nice.
gas money.
I miss not having bills. Anybody want to take my bills over for me?
I got bills. I got bills.
All right. Does anybody have any other games from their childhood they'd like to talk about?
No, I think we've played it out as much as we could.
Golden
Let's
Axe.
talk about World of Warcraft. I played that when I was in my childhood.
let's talk about
Diablo.
Diablo 1.
It was Lord of the Rings Online. For
What
me.
you
That
played
was-
Diablo 1?
Yeah. I hacked it and I cheated in it too because I got so bored
Did
of
you
the
get
actual
kicked
game.
off BattleNet?
No, because you didn't have to play on BattleNet with that.
Yeah, that was two, right? That you had to play on BattleNet or no?
Yeah.
Is that what you and Travis would be playing? Like,
All
were in
the
high school?
fucking time.
because yeah,
Yep.
we'd go over to Travis's sometimes, and he'd be, "I'm in the middle of the game. Just hang out for a second, guys."
That or Warcraft.
Nah. Or was it StarCraft?
Well, StarCraft and Warcraft. They're fucking long time ago.
Yeah.
When Elder Scrolls came on the Xbox, I remember I picked it up and I was so bad. I only beat the game once ever since I've had like 5 different versions. I've picked it up on like various consoles and PC, but I only beat it once without any cheats.
Yeah.
I still remember the cheats I used on the old Xbox controller because it had the black and white buttons for some reason. So like health
Oh.
would be black, white, black, 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 and then the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
day. And I used to have all those still memorized.
Yeah.
I haven't
Up,
played it for
down, left,
years.
right.
Because I'd like, oh, that one hit on me took down at like 3 health. All right, pause menu, heal up, go back to the fight, and just be that for like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
like pause the game. Heal up.
You said Lord of the Rings online over there. That just reminded me of on the Xbox and like PlayStation and everything. They had the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. Then the Two Towers came
Two
out.
Towers, yeah, I played
Those
the shit
were
out of Two
fucking
Some of
Towers.
those some of those
yeah.
games are pretty good.
Did you
yeah.
ever try to play the Fellowship of the Rings one though?
Yeah, I had that one on PC.
God.
Is that the third person where you're like
Where you had to
really
play
fucking-
Frodo and shit. Yeah.
And like you turn
It must have been Two Towers that I started.
Two Towers was the really good one.
Because you could play that co-op. You know that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
like
I had that
one
one
of
on GameCube.
Yeah, that had like the cool combat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the awesome combos.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
no, when,
Before movie games came out, and they're terrible nowadays.
Oh, no, movie games are still terrible.
Yeah,
Or I mean, we're terrible back then too.
Yeah, kind
Remember
of.
E.T.?
Well, we aren't talking about that far back.
We were sick of them at that point.
But the Hobbit though, like you could not see shit when you're invisible. It was like
Yeah.
worthless, a useless power.
You couldn't see anything, and and it made things harder.
Yeah. But it's the only way to get in secret areas.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Mm.
Trying to remember what that Xbox game was though. You're like play an inmate that escapes prison, and you have to fight like demons and shit.
Condemned.
Maybe I don't know. It was an Xbox
That does
One
sound
game,
familiar. Yeah.
and you had like electricity and shit
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you could shoot.
Fuck. What was that?
I have no idea.
Because you
I remember playing that.
you like don't die in the electric chair or something, then you get
Then you have
released.
superpowers
You have
and shit.
superpowers, and you have to fight like the living dead and demons
Yeah.
and weird shit.
Dude, the first Wolfenstein.
Castlevania.
Wolfenstein was great.
Mm-hmm.
Symphony of the Night, Castlevania.
Yeah.
You and
A
your
lot of
blood
that.
sword.
Yeah, my fucking blood sword.
I always like the Devil May Cry games
Of
too.
course, when I was a kid, I didn't even know about the blood. Well, like I would get it, but I didn't know that it would like get that powerful. So
Jeez, I played a lot more games when they weren't open world.
Open world choices are overwhelming.
I know I can't do it. Scare me.
did any of you guys play Grand Theft Auto 3 as a kid?
No.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god, that was a blast.
Yeah. That was the one. Yeah, that was like the first one that came out where it was like open world, right?
Yeah, the first driving game. Well, I don't know. Did Driver 2 come
Is
out
it-
first?
Well, I
Grand
mean,
Theft Auto
yeah,
2
Driver
was-
2 came out first.
Like that
before,
was.
before
Oh, Driver 2. Yeah.
I played a lot more Driver 2.
I played
Yep,
a
I
lot of
played that
Driver
too,
2.
yeah.
I remember I had it timed
Do you
out like
have
in, like
I do.
on one of the maps. I had it timed out perfectly for like I would, as soon as you spawn on the map, you just wait a certain amount of time, then you drive and you manage to hit that drawbridge just at the right
Yep.
time.
Well, and the worst part about Driver 2 is you're running around and you can clearly see he has a gun in his hand.
In the shadow.
Yeah, but he won't shoot anything.
Not just one gun, two guns.
Guns.
Yeah.
One in each hand. He's running around like this.
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's got guns.
And Survivor mode. If you do you remember Survivor?
Yo,
mode,
with
Survivor
where the cops would just beat the shit
Oh,
out
yeah.
of you.
2? It just crashed. into
You last
everything trying
like
to kill
4
you.
minutes and you're like, woo!
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, that was just a good arcade driving game.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun.
It's what the game. It's the game I always wanted when I was even younger than that.
Yeah, I would play that with my dad and my brother.
Yeah.
And it would just be, all right, you wrecked a car, next person's turn, and we had the steering wheel and the pedals and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Could never get a handle with the actual steering wheel.
Yeah, my brother and I would overcorrect way too much. We'd be like, we need to go this way, and just crank it all the way.
The 64 had Cruising USA on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Cruising USA.
I played that
was
at my cousin's house
That
all
was
the
a
time.
cool game.
Racing games have always kind of been fun, just good, relaxing.
I've always hated him, man. Always.
What about Mario Kart and CTR?
I would do Mario Kart, but that's more of like a battle racer.
Yeah. Battle mode on Mario Kart 64 is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of those balloons.
Fuck the balloons.
Pop them.
Fuck,
Pop them
fuck,
all.
fuck the balloons.
Puddin' pop.
All right,
Billy
guys.
Boppa Puddin'
I got
Pop.
batteries dying behind me because I didn't find the head. All right. Thanks for tuning in this week. If you'd like to shoot us a comment or whatever, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindnewsstudios.com, or you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewsstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And if you'd like to support us, head on over to patreon.com/blindnewsstudios, or click on the Amazon link at the bottom of our homepage if you're going to do any Amazon shopping, and we get a bit of a kickback from Amazon. All right, guys. That's the end of our show, so I'll see you next week. See you later. Bye.